Alright, YouTube, hopefully everybody's doing pretty good. I am Cosmic K-Man. It feels good to be back. I haven't made a video in 2 months, but I want to get back on my content grind. I took a little bit of a break to work on my own personal life and, get some things in place, things in order. And now that I'm back, I'm pretty excited to make you guys pretty good video game content. And, I don't want to spoil everything, but we got a couple different series to cover, God of War videos, Kingdom Hearts videos, definitely Overwatch videos. And as you guys can see right here, I am showing you guys footage of Overwatch 2 from my Sigma video that I made. I did have Overwatch 1 content already captured from my Twitch stream yesterday. You guys can find me at twitch.tv/CosmicKman. And me and my friends were streaming Overwatch 1. I think it was 4 hours before the servers closed, so we were just doing like our last minute, Overwatch 1 games before the game is completely changed and goes straight into phase 2 of it being like 5v5 format and, when Overwatch 2 comes out on Tuesday. But overall, that was a good stream. We had a lot of good games on Overwatch 1, very fun experience with my friends and whatnot. So hopefully we'll all play Overwatch 2 when it comes out Tuesday, which is actually tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited for that. So, without the rambling, this video is talking about my memories with Overwatch 1, the good, bad, and the ugly. So, I'm going to start off by saying Overwatch 1, especially for the first 2 years, or just in general actually, but definitely for the first 2 years of its, and when it came out and released and everything, was easily my favorite PvP game, like, ever, like, of all time. Like, I was just a huge Overwatch 1 fan, and I played it to, like, no end for, like, 2 years straight. Like, I'm talking about, like, sinking, like, my when I was like 16, when I was 17, because it came out 2016, so yeah, I was 16 when it came out. I was putting in like 2 years of my life in this game, which was great. I don't take it back because, I love Overwatch, I love the characters, I like the stories. Whoa, that was a little weird glitch there. Um, but overall, I just loved what Overwatch brought to the table in terms of its like uniqueness with the character abilities, with the ultimates, and it's something I've never really seen in a game. I know some of my friends grew up with TF2. I don't know if there's any other games like Overwatch out there. I never really pay attention to like clone type games. I know Paladins I think came out afterward, but overall, I like Overwatch for the abilities, the characters, the cutscenes, the lore. The trailers were amazing. Some of the best like cinematic trailers at the time that was coming out, like in the gaming industry. So that was pretty cool. And just playing the game was amazing. I remember competitive didn't come out for a little bit, so I was playing a lot of quick play. I played like a lot of DPS characters. I never messed with the tanks or support characters. So I remember when the game initially came out, I was like a DPS man. I was playing like Torb to troll people or Bastion. But when I was taking the game seriously, I was playing McCree and Widow and Soldier. I think I've messed around with a couple other people like Junkrat here and there, for a little bit. And then once I started like, once the game started like developing and people were picking like what they're good at and whatnot, I went from playing DPS to playing the support role. And I played Lucio, Mercy, Zenyatta. I think that was it at the time until Ana came out, which we'll get to competitive season 1 in Ana. But that was really great. Or did she come out season 2? I think Ana came out season 2. I can't remember. But love the support class. I think the support class might be my favorite. I know the game's been out for so many years. I still don't know if support's my favorite or not because I love playing tanks. So if anything, playing DPS is my least favorite role. But in Overwatch 2, DPS characters seemed a lot more fun. So I definitely want to explore a lot of the old DPS characters and try out Soldier and see how that all goes for me. Because I got to play a little bit in the beta, so that was pretty fun. But overall, my favorite character easily was Lucio in Overwatch 1. I want to say that he still is. It's either that or Ana. So, or Sigma, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a hard one. I think I want to say, just in general, because I'm like, even with the burnout, I'm going to say Lucio is my favorite Overwatch character to play. And easily my favorite in general in terms of like the lore and all that stuff and whatnot that the game has to offer. So speaking about competitive season 2 and just competitive in general, I thought that the first 4 seasons of competitive were the best. Those were some of the greatest memories I have playing like PvP games with my friends. Like granted, I played a lot of great games with my friends. Black Ops 4, Hardcore, TDM. Played Rainbow Six Siege. Played competitive with them. Not like competitive, but like the competitive game mode. But I thought that Overwatch season 1 through 3, you can even toss in 4, was some of the best like times I've ever had in Overwatch ever. And don't get me wrong, like playing it recently with all my friends, I've never played it before. It's very fun to play it with them and experience it with like, some new friends of mine and whatnot. But man, Overwatch at its initial state, like back in the day, Man, my game keeps chopping up on this. It was something special, and I definitely don't ever want to forget those memories because like Overwatch season two is easily my favorite season ever. I don't know what it was about season two. I think it was just like the game was so fresh, the game was so new, people actually tried. There was still room to improve. There was like cool little like one or two new maps. We got Ana as our first hero that season. If I'm correct that was season two that she was added. And overall, it was just really cool, you know. Um, very, very early on in the game's development and when they rolled out content and characters and whatnot, but I definitely love season two the most. There was one season where they changed Symmetra, made her completely broken. That made me pretty mad. I think that was like season six or seven or eight. I remember that was like a bad season, whatever that was. And then the Bastion changes that happened like after season four, which is pretty crazy. But overall, you know, competitive still is my favorite game mode, so we'll be playing that a lot on Overwatch 2, which I'm very excited for. Let's see what else. I definitely enjoyed the PvE mode, so I kind of wish they actually stayed instead of like was like an event rotation thingy. But overall, you know, I'm gonna say like I pretty much like every single PvE mode that they put in. I'm trying to think about all of them. I think I think my favorite is the one where you play as Tracer like on our first mission with Mercy, Torb, and Reinhardt, which is pretty cool. I know it's Torbjorn or however you say it, but I just call him Torb. That was my favorite one. I also like the one where you play as McCree, Genji, Reaper, and Mora. That's my second favorite. That's a pretty cool one. So the PvE modes are always great. They're always a hit, and I love them. Which I can't wait to see more of the PvE in the second game, and to also try out that story mode and like that hero quest mode as well, where you can like unlock different lore and different story pieces for these characters, and you might be able to get like skins or whatnot. We'll have to see what they're gonna do full on with that hero quest type mode for each and every character in the game, which is gonna be pretty cool. So I think PvE is gonna be a huge part of Overwatch 2, and I'm very excited to like explore that. And if you guys know anything about me, like if I'm playing like Gears of War, I love Horde mode, or if I'm playing like Halo, I love like the what's it called? Like the I don't think it's Warzone. I forgot what it was, but it has a fun PvE mode as well. I just like to play like a lot of PvE stuff sometimes instead of PvP, just to take like a break and you know recharge my batteries and have fun, just like slaying like Locust or Covenant, whatever it might be. So I'm looking forward to it in Overwatch 2. What else? I want to say any bad memories I had, which is honestly just came down to like nerfs and buffs and like gameplay changes. Um, Other than that, I can't say like yeah, like I've had bad games, I've had like bad days on Overwatch, like everybody has, but like I can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, like even at its worst, the game like sucks and terrible. Like I never want to play it again. Cause like yeah, I've taken like a year or two off of Overwatch, and even when I take like a lot of time off of Overwatch, I think even like within that I might have played like once or twice maybe. I don't know. But recently I've been playing Overwatch a lot in 2022, but before that, I think I played it a lot 2018 or 2016 to 2018, and then I kind of stopped and played it like very, very minimally up until 2022. But that was just because I don't know, I think I kind of burnt myself out. I was playing this on PS4 at the time. I didn't have a PC in 2016 all the way until 2019. So I was just playing it on my PS4, you know, always having to buy that PlayStation Plus or whatever they call it. And that's like the only thing I'd ever use it for is to play Overwatch and talk to friends. But since Overwatch was like the only game I was playing for 2 years, you know, I kind of got burnt out and just wanted to try some new stuff. And you know, I started playing like Gears of War 4 and 5 and dumped my whole entire life into those games, so that was great. And then I also started like, you know, making content and streaming and all that stuff. So, you know, a lot of different things, you know, took away from my time in Overwatch, you know, personal life stuff and all that. But like I said, I never really had like a bad experience with Overwatch. Like, yeah, the game's toxic. Yeah, sometimes I talk shit too. It is what it is. It's fun. All fun and games and whatnot. But overall, you know, looking back at Overwatch, like, yeah, it's had a huge content dip, I heard, in the last 2 years where like pretty much nothing has changed or come out since Echo. Let me know if that's true or not. I don't want to like not say something that's not true, but I think from what I heard, it's like once Echo dropped, they did a couple of changes here and there, and then for like a year or year and a half, or sorry, a year and a half or 2 years, it was just kind of like a just a normal game. Nothing was really changing. No character buffs and nerfs. No new skins or content. So obviously that's changed within 2022. They've had the remix events and bringing back old skins and opening up the archives for people to get any skin they want. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so maybe that's like a huge downside to what people were going through the last couple years in Overwatch. especially since Overwatch 2 was like quietly in development and we didn't really know how that was turning out or what that was going to look like and whatnot. But yeah, so that was like another probably bad thing I've heard. Not my experience, but something I wanted to bring up. Um, yeah, so like I said, most good memories came from competitive. The earlier seasons playing with my friends, the PvE modes, the great new characters that came out, like Ana, Sombra, all of them, which is pretty cool. Echo, I definitely like her. I need to get better with her. My friend is really good with Echo, so I definitely need to play her at some point just to get that experience. Because like, I don't know, man. Echo in Overwatch 2, I feel like it's gonna be pretty damn good. Like, I know like on the first game she's kind of hard to play, but I feel like with the execution style of Overwatch 2, I think a lot of the DPS characters are going to shine if they didn't beforehand, or if it was just hard to play them. I think a lot of characters are going to definitely perform better with the way that Overwatch 2 is with the 5v5 format and one less tank. I know you can have two tanks in open queue, but for normal queue, it'd be pretty cool to see like a lot of the DPS characters function and like to see Genji actually start to be played and all that stuff. So I know a lot of people have complaints about certain DPS characters are kind of hard to play in Overwatch 1, just with like the meta and like how the game is played. So I'm excited to see those changes for those characters, and maybe I'll give DPS another shot. Like I said, it's my third favorite role, but things can change. I definitely enjoyed him in the Overwatch 2 beta, so we'll have to see on that one. And other than that, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Overwatch 1 was it was my favorite PvP game of all time. I don't know what it is right now, and I'd have to like think about it, but Overwatch is still like top 5 like favorite PvP games for me ever. And I don't care what people have to say to that. That's just my opinion. That's just my take on, and this is my experience with the game and the memories I have with my friends or people that I met online or just experiences that I had watching like the trailers and playing these different game modes and whatnot. So overall, Overwatch 1 was a great experience. I'm never gonna have anything like that. I don't even think that Overwatch 2 is gonna give me that same feeling that Overwatch 1 did, which maybe it's not supposed to, looking back at it and looking forward to Overwatch 2 coming out tomorrow. But overall, I like to thank Blizzard and the team for making a very unique game like Overwatch. I know people compare it to TF2. I never grew up playing TF2 and never had a PC like that. I played it recently with my best friend, so I played a little bit of TF2. I could see kind of the similarities, but when it comes to Overwatch, I'm definitely thankful that this game existed. It's so fun. Yeah, it pisses me off. Yeah, I get mad. Me and my friends get mad here and there playing the game, but it's all fun and games. Yeah, the game's toxic as hell sometimes. There's Smurfs, there's people that talk shit and don't try, and there's also cool people that you meet in the game that you become friends with or you start running into them on the game. So like it's very cool, and I think that Overwatch 2, like yeah, I think Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 is gonna have a similar player base. I think that's just a fact, but it is cool that we're getting another game, and it's cool to see the series continue and to evolve. And I'm willing to give Overwatch 2 a try, have, play the actual full game and test it out with my friends and see what type of experiences we get from it. And like I know, it's not going to be like Overwatch 1. It's not going to be that grandiose, this like epic game that came out that got me on my feet the first time it came out. But I definitely think that Overwatch 2 is definitely going to pique my interest just like it did in the beta, and I'll be playing it for hopefully, here a couple years to come and make content for you guys and try to get better at the game for fun and try to make some fun content with it and see if you guys enjoy that and whatnot. Because I know myself, like if I'm playing it with my friends or if I'm playing it to grind, like if I have like a specific goal to reach in a game, I can like I'm promise you, like I'll never get bored of playing a game if there's like a goal to hit or something grand that I'm trying to achieve in it. So yeah, look forward to stuff like that. I got a lot of Overwatch content coming out for the second game, and I'll figure out how to format it and what type of content we'll be making. Maybe it'll be like funny clips or cool moments that happen in the game, YouTube shorts that we could do with it, or maybe it's like doing like character demonstrations and whatnot. So there's a lot of content we can do with Overwatch 2, explaining it and breaking it down for you guys that might not want to get it yet or might be on the fence or just want to help me make my channel grow and just want to support my content. So, and if you guys have any ideas for Overwatch 2 content, let me know in the description. I'm definitely open to hearing ideas if you guys want to like run some funny custom games and make a video out of it, or if you guys want to run some comp and make a video out of it, and like, oh, we won 5 games in a row in comp, like fun stuff like that, and have fun making some good content like that. And also, like I said, I have other games on the way. We got some Kingdom Hearts videos I want to make. We got to talk about God of War, Resident Evil, so Street Fighter as well too. I want to get my thoughts on a couple of the new stuff that they showed in the Street Fighter 6 trailers recently. So yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm sorry that it's been 2 months, but anybody that watches this video, that supports me, that likes the video, that shares it, that comments, and overall shows me love, I appreciate it. It doesn't go unseen, and now the video's over. Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's still going. So with that said, thank you guys. Like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps me out as a small channel, and I am going to give you guys the best gaming content that I possibly can with the equipment that I have, and I'm looking very forward to having your feedback and your input and overall spend some time with you guys. And if you guys want to join my Discord so we could talk, play games and whatnot, it'll be easier for me to communicate with you guys on Discord and through that app. And with that said, drink your alkaline water. I don't have alkaline right here, but I got 3 bottles of water I gotta finish before I take my creatine. But drink your water, stay safe, game on, and other than that, work very hard at what you guys are working at. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Take care.